was a virus that wanted to fucking eat your grandma, and it was invisible, bro. So we're recording now.
Cool.
Everything, all that good stuff.
All right.
All right. Miko, if you could, please. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. All right.
I'm just going to go right there.
Yeah, right there? Okay. Anyway.
I got this big boy.
Dogs. That's the only reason people tune in to watch the podcast.
Oh, absolutely. You got to have dogs on
Exactly.
the podcast.
What's happening, party people?
What's
We're
up?
back. Fucking got my boy Chris O'Meara.
That's it.
O'Meara?
Yep.
Okay.
That is it. Like the golfer.
Met him at a sex toy bingo night. And then the second night that I saw him, I was like, hey, do you want to come do the podcast? And he was like, abso-fucking-lutely. So now we're finally sitting down and everything like that. So, Chris, thanks for coming, buddy.
Absolutely, dude. Thank you so much for the invite. I'm happy to be here, man.
Good.
I love doing this kind of stuff. Anything, any time that I get to put my face out in front of the public, whether they want me to or not, I'm all about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially when they don't want it.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. You were hosting Sex Toy Bingo.
Uh-huh.
And then we got to talking, and I found out that you were in the Wilmington comedy scene with Krew.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, there's my in. Not to be like, oh, I'm gonna fucking use him to get there, but it's like, hey, this guy's cool. Miko, don't hit the camera, please. This guy's cool. And then I can use him to meet other guys, but of course you're the OG, don't worry.
Absolutely.
I won't forget you,
Oh, that's awesome.
So
the pioneer, I'm paving the way.
Absolutely. Well,
that's what I do.
You're the first legitimate comedian that I've had on the Sad Kid Crew podcast.
I don't know that I would use the term legitimate, but
Have you done open mics?
I have, yeah.
Have you been paid for your comedy?
I have, yeah.
Okay, then you're legitimate.
I guess, and I guess you're right.
I mean, you're not.
You
You're not
fight
selling
that
out arenas or shit, but
yeah, no, definitely
not yet.
Yeah, I'm not even selling out garages.
So how long have you been in comedy?
I got started in 2019 in January, just because I was fucking bored at home. I was just like making my friends at work laugh, and I was like, I probably could get behind a mic and do it if I just like sacked up and actually went and did it. So I went to Dead Crow one night for the open mic, and I brought some of my friends along, and we both did a set.
I'll bet you.
And I loved it. Oh my god, dude!
Your
I was
friends
so
are
nervous.
like, haha, he better be funny, and you're like, fuck, I better be funny.
Yep. Yeah. Basically back then my whole set was just about being a deaf veteran, and
I mean,
it's hilarious to me.
It's a hilarious one.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like, what was it? I listened to. Do you know who Andy Stump is? He does the Cleared Hot podcast. He's one of the millions of Navy SEALs that have decided to do things with their life.
I've not heard this.
But he talks about like the military. I want to say it was in one of his podcasts. He said he's like the military's had it too good for too long. And he was like, if I was a stand-up comedian, it would be nothing but just talking shit, mad amount of fucking shit on veterans and the military and all that fucking shit.
Yep.
And it's just like, I like where you're going with this, but I can see it being a risky dice
real
roll.
Problematic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, shit, dude, downtown, fucking Jacksonville on them 3-day leaves.
Yep.
Ooh, you gotta be careful which bar you walk into.
Oh, I know, dude. I fucking grew up in Jacksonville. My dad was a 40-year Marine.
40?
Yeah.
Jesus.
He went in 78. He got out in 2018. And I mean,
Holy
don't get me
shit,
wrong.
yeah.
He busted his ass.
Yeah.
He was a helicopter pilot for the longest time. And so when he finally got out, I was just like, what is one thing that you're never going to miss again? And he was just like, dumbass young Marines. And I was like, of course. Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah,
Absolutely.
sounds right. Yeah.
I mean, obviously Jacksonville is like, what is it? It's one of the biggest Marine
I think it's
bases?
the biggest one on the East Coast.
Yeah, biggest one on the East Coast. And they come down to us because we're an hour and a half away. 99.99% of those guys that I meet out downtown, super fucking cool guys. But you get that 0.01% that's just like, man, fuck every single one of you.
Yeah, seriously.
And I was just like, why?
Yeah. They make it so much worse for all the rest of them too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's bad because like a lot of them are good dudes. Some of them are fucking stupid. But are you gonna judge everybody on that one dumb motherfucker?
No.
Yes, we are.
Well, yeah,
No, I am.
we kind of are. We
That's
do.
how Wilmington is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Were you around whenever City Limits was open?
Yeah. I remember that place.
I remember I went to go there one night, and this is before I knew Lindsay and all that good stuff, and I didn't know as many people in Wilmington.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to go in there just by myself, and the door guy, who I found out later, he's now one of my good friends.
Right.
The door guy stopped me, like hand on the chest stopped me, and he's like, "Hey, buddy, you don't want to come in here."
Oh,
I'm
shit.
like, "Why?" He goes, "It's nothing but Marines, but as soon as you walk in here and get a beer, you're gonna get punched in the face." And I'm like, "Good
Thank
looking
you.
out, bud."
Yeah, thanks for the
man.
heads up. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
See, I had too many instances where like just my friends from Jacksonville would come down here.
Yeah.
Not even Marines, not even veterans, none of that. They would just come down and get shit faced and then start fights with everybody. Or they would specifically start fights with Marines. And I was just like, dude.
Well, I'm okay with that because really they're destroying government property, and I'm all about that.
Yeah.
But
Can't hate on it.
no, I can't hate on it. The only thing I can be mad about is that you're starting fights.
Exactly.
And, like,
You're kind of ruining everybody else's
yeah,
time.
you're ruining everybody else's night because you're gonna hit a guy and he's gonna fall into some chick, and then that girl's guy is gonna be mad at you, and then it's gonna start this whole fucking thing, and then you get thrown out of the bar, and then everybody's fucking pissed off, and if you take it to the street, you're fighting in the streets.
Exactly.
Like, fuck off.
I really miss when we had like River Rat and the Whiskey, Charlie Brown's and
River Rat's
Sidebar.
reopening.
Yeah, they're open now.
In that tiny little fucking. Have you been in there yet?
I haven't been in there yet. I really want to.
I'm a
It's
little
like,
worried about how small it is.
it's really small.
Yeah,
It's
it's like a closet.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe the building's long. Maybe they're
I
using
think
that.
I think it's like a longer building, but it used to be what, like a deli?
I don't know.
I think
I
it
have
used
no
to be like a
fucking
little
clue.
deli spot.
I was really mad whenever they closed the River Rat down and put a fucking art gallery in it. Did you ever look through the windows at any of the pictures or any of the paintings?
Maybe
they
just like
had?
in passing,
They
but
were horrendous.
oh god.
They were like the motherfuckers. There's like, here's the canvas and there's one black.
Oh yeah, $4,000.
$4,000.
It's
It's for interpretation.
It's an interpretation of my soul.
Exactly. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, eat a dick.
Ah. I mean, I
hate it.
can't be really mad at them because art is worth what a person's going to pay for it.
That is true.
Like this silly shit behind you.
Mm-hmm.
This, somebody would probably buy that.
Yeah.
They would. They'd
Yeah,
be like,
for sure.
"Oh, I'll give you $100 for it."
Yeah.
I would take that $100.
Absolutely.
But some stupid motherfucker that's like, "Oh, it's an exclusive and it's by a guy who nobody knows," which I'm not going to do anything else like that. And he'd be like, "I'll pay you $10,000 for
Yeah.
it." And I'll be like,
This is a one of one.
Do we need to have sex? To blow you? What do we need to do here?
Is there a contract?
Yeah, what are we doing here? Just
What is
make sure I
happening?
don't reproduce this? What am I
Yeah.
doing?
You sure you need one of one?
You want one of one? I mean, fuck, dude.
I mean, I'll sneeze in a napkin and sell that to you for $10,000 fucking dollars.
Well, that's like, did you ever see the whole thing about the banana taped to a
I did.
canvas?
Yeah.
So I don't know how
Was it a
true
Banksy?
is. No, it wasn't Banksy. It
Oh.
was some fucking, I want to say it was some college kid.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not 100% sure how it went down, but I'm fairly sure that was a staged thing.
I think so.
Of like the kid made the painting, got it through, and was like, "Holy shit, I'm getting it in an auction." And then like one of his friends or something bid on it,
Mm-hmm.
and then as soon as like he won the bid, he walked over and pulled the banana off the wall and ate it.
Oh, wow.
I think I'm not 100% sure.
I saw a story like that, but it was with a Banksy. He
Yeah, it
had
was the shredding.
the shredding photo frame. That was brilliant. I love that.
It was brilliant until you found out that there was two pieces in there.
Oh, really?
So there was the original that looked like it was getting shredded,
Uh-huh.
and then there was another piece behind it
Ah,
that actually got shredded.
that's really clever.
So what happened is that they did the old fucking switcheroo. So as this one was feeding around a pulley, it was being safe, but there was another one feeding through a shredder.
That's pretty cool.
It's cool, but at the same time, fuck you, Banksy.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Banksy.
Whoever you are,
Fuck you.
whoever, wherever, eat a dick.
100%.
You got me.
The biggest thing that I have a problem with Banksy is that it's not that I have an issue with what he paints about, because a lot of his pieces and stuff, I get the message behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I understand it. I just have a fucking problem with stencils.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Like, you're chilling, like, if you were a stencil graffiti artist, you're chilling in your AC'd apartment, like, cutting out stencils, you know?
Yeah.
It's cool, but
Yeah.
it's not, like, the only thing that I can really give him props for is the fact of, like, where he hits.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, excuse me. I mean, was it the Gaza Wall? He painted the little girl with the balloons.
Oh yeah.
I think it was. I want to say it was some Middle
I
Eastern
remember seeing.
country,
I don't remember where it was, but I remember
something
seeing that
like that.
picture.
I remember the first time I saw that though.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I did was just like, this motherfucker can't even do a perfect circle.
Oh
It wasn't
yeah.
the little girl with the balloons on that one. It was the guy. He was like, it was something. It was like a port. It was like a guy looking through a porthole, and it was like
Oh, okay.
paradise on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that, but it was like you could see, and I know for a fact it was a stencil. You can just tell by the lines if you look hard enough. He couldn't even do a perfect circle.
Oh really?
And I'm like, bro, you're fucking using stencils. Come on.
I know you got a protractor. In
Like,
the
dude, you
fucking
got a
house.
protractor. You got
God.
You have all the time in the world to make your fucking shit right.
Yeah.
And you want to fuck around and make a fucked up circle? Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. You're not doing stand up.
No.
Like.
You don't get to work out.
Yeah. No.
No. But no, and like,
Oh man, that's probably my favorite thing about doing stand up too. Is that like even if your show goes completely wrong, you can have the time of your life.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's so much fun.
So I have not done stand up. I haven't done an open mic. Well, I did one open mic at Bottega in its old location.
Yeah.
Completely fucking shit-faced. Got a mic shoved into my hand and thrown in. It was a poetry jam.
Oh God.
But it was an open mic poetry jam.
Yeah.
I went up there and started talking shit about every fucking person in the entire bar. Every fucking one of them.
That's
There was a
awesome.
dude sitting like right here
Yeah.
with a vape pen. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Do you even know what the fuck's in that? You're gonna grow a third fucking ear. And let me tell you, I probably wasn't even making coherent sentences because I was so drunk.
Mm-hmm.
But in my mind, I was lighting
You were killing
motherfuckers
it.
up left and right.
Oh,
just
absolutely.
fucking killing them. And I knew that I had fucked up whenever finally the host, MC, whoever it was, came up to me and was like, hey, buddy, that's enough. And I'm like, fuck you, I'm not done.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
it was so bad. That's the only time I've done it.
Yeah, I'm lucky enough that like I have bombed, but I've never been escorted off the stage, which is something I need to check off my to-do list.
I mean, I think I've heard a lot of comedians talk about it, and they're like, bombing is like eating a bag of dicks in front of your mom. I think I want to say
guess,
that.
yeah.
I want to say that Bro Rogan said that.
Uh-huh.
So, but
It sucks.
I personally don't want to do that. That's why I do this.
There you
can
go.
Control it.
Yeah.
Oh, you disliked my video? Oh no.
Oh no, you watched it.
Oh my god. Yeah, you watched part of it, fucker.
Yeah.
But like, that's why I do this. Maybe one day I'll get the nuts to get up on stage. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe Dead Crow's fucking cool enough, which apparently that new building's gonna be balling.
It's gonna be so dope.
I'm so stoked to see
I
Dead
think
Crow
that
open up again.
I think there's 2 bars in it. I think there's an upstairs bar and a downstairs by the stage bar, run by all the same people, Amy and Timmy and Cole. And dude, they're like the best people that I've ever met in Wilmington.
Dude, when they were downstairs, that place was great.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I remember I went to an open mic one night. Like, I went to an open mic one night by myself just to see what it was. Because, like, a bunch of my friends have been like, dude, you should do an open mic. And I'm like, yeah, haha, yeah, one day I'll do it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And then I went in to see, like, went in to see what's going on. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, all right. And I remember I sat, like, I didn't sit in the very front. I sat, like, 3 rows back. So I was like, I'm not going to sit within fucking fighting distance. And I'm going to not sit all the way in the back. Because I have a feeling that, and you can tell me if I'm right or not, with comedians, you have a front row and a back row sight line. Really?
Yeah, pretty much.
And so those are the 2 lines that you're
Yeah,
gonna
in the
talk
middle,
shit
it gets
about.
very blurry.
Exactly. In
Yeah.
the middle, it just kind of turns into shapes and shit. And you're just like, fuck them, but I'll worry about these 2.
Yeah.
And I remember watching it. Some of the people that were there were fucking phenomenal. I'm not going to say they were like ready to go pro or anything like that, but I have no fucking clue what I'm talking about.
Right.
But some of them, I was legitimately laughing.
Oh, yeah.
And then other ones, I was just like, I'm glad I didn't pay money for this.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, that was my favorite time at Dead Crow because we get a lot of really good local comedians that come through. And, I mean, they're killing it. And you can tell that they have practiced. And the open mic really isn't even an open mic. It's just another one of their great shows.
It's just a workout.
But then you get the kids that are like, oh, this is easy. Let me get up here. And then they just, like, either they're too quiet or they aren't funny or they're, like, too over the top. Screaming in the microphone, and it's just like, yeah, I can tell this is your first time.
Well, and my biggest thing is that, like, I feel like if I went and did an open mic, the very first thing that's going to happen is that I'm going to yell in that microphone, and then I'm going to be like, step back in the stand, and I'm just going to start yelling at people.
Yep.
Fuck that microphone.
Yeah, I don't even need it.
I don't need it. I'm not even enough. Fuck it.
That's how I felt when I would do the shows at VFW, because
Veterans of Foreign Wars.
Yeah,
They
my
do
buddy.
comedy shows.
Yeah, my buddy Hunter Sutton was putting on showcases over there,
Shout out to Hunter
and
Sutton.
they were all about it. They love it. Yeah, shout out Hunter Sutton. Shout out Unfiltered and Offensive. But so he was doing these shows, and they would get like 4 or 5 comedians, and sometimes there was like a musical guest. But the crowd was the worst, because it was all like people that, one, didn't realize there was comedy going on, or two, just didn't give a shit, and they'd be like loud as fuck over at the bar doing their own thing. And that actually turned into a huge part of the show, because we would just talk shit about them the entire time.
Should, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the show's not about the crowd.
So was the VFW, that's like the Moose Lodge for veterans, yeah?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
this is the
whenever
one
y'all
over
were-
on Carolina Beach Road.
Okay.
Yep.
So when y'all were doing the shows, was it mainly for veterans, or was it kind of just like, hey,
anybody could come.
Oh, so it was just a venue space.
Yep, it was just a
Gotcha.
venue space. What the VFW does is you can come in there. They encourage you to get memberships, but if they're doing a show like that, like they'll ask you to sign up and be a member if you're eligible, but they don't really force it on you.
I mean, I'm not a veteran, so I couldn't go join.
Right.
So.
Yeah, they have like this whole thing on the wall. They're like, if you have one of these ribbons, then you belong here.
No shit.
And I also, if you're like a mad alcoholic, then, because I think that you get like discounted alcohol.
Bro, I would fit in perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not a veteran, but I drink like one.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's an important distinction.
I mean, technically, my dad was in the military. I'm a dependent.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
That'll work.
And I think he did go do some shit overseas.
I would hope so.
I don't know.
Unless he was in for like 6 months.
He was late 80s.
Oh, wow.
Early
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
So, something like that.
I'm sure they did something. Maybe the Gulf.
He was in the Coast Guard.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
I've got one friend in the Coast Guard, and she's like, it's like the most exclusive club you can get into, apparently.
And you know what? Every single other branch talks shit about him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I asked my dad, I was like, Dad, what do you think the coolest experience you did with the Coast Guard thing was? And he was like, he sat there and thought about it for a second. He goes, surfing a cutter in the North Atlantic seas.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it was the boat that's downtown Wilmington, the Coast
Right.
Guard boat.
Right.
One of those in the North Atlantic seas, and the seas were so rough they were literally standing on decks surfing it.
Oh my God.
to stay up.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, could you imagine? That's like
See, I don't.
That's like 50 fucking feet of wave, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. See, I love the beach. I love the ocean. I'm all about the aesthetic, but I'm not going out where I can't touch. Absolutely not.
Fair enough.
I'm not, because I have seen too many National Geographic specials on all these fucking giant creatures that live in the ocean,
Yes.
and I can swim like 5 feet for every 5 minutes.
Have you ever been deep sea fishing?
No.
Have you been offshore proper?
Technically, yeah.
So like in a boat?
Yeah.
Like, have you been like on a cruise or something?
I have, yeah.
Okay. So if you ever get the chance, if like one of your buddies calls you up, he's like, hey man, we're doing a deep sea charter, shit like that, just go do it.
Right.
Just go do it just to say, check off the box.
Yeah, of course.
Because the first time you go out there and you lose sight of the shoreline, you're going to be like, what the fuck?
Where the fuck are we?
Oh yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
as soon as you don't have a point of reference, it fucks you up so bad.
Yeah, I bet.
You're just like, where are we? What are we doing? And I
Yeah.
remember the first time I was on a boat that we went offshore. I don't remember how long, but we went offshore fishing.
Mhm.
I was freaking out. And I'm like, dude, I don't know where the fuck we are. I have nothing to navigate with. The sky was clear. It was a beautiful day.
Yeah.
But I'm like freaking out, and my buddy's dad, who was with us, who was doing the charter, he goes, Emmett, calm down. I was like, fucking no, we don't know where we are. He goes, dude,
I got
GPS.
I got a satellite, bro.
It's like, bro, GPS.
Yeah.
We're fine. He said, and if shit goes too horribly wrong, we have a sat phone.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Oh
And
my
I'm like,
God.
man, fuck you. But no, it's a very strange feeling. Like,
Yeah, I bet. There's no landmarks. There's
No,
nothing.
you've got nothing.
There's nothing.
You're on a boat in the middle of an ocean, and like you said, I've seen enough National Geographic to know there's some scary shit down there.
There's a lot of huge things down there, and I'm not fucking with them.
No. Well, that's like the whole thing, is that, what is it? We know more about the surface of the moon than the bottom of the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is it at this point? We've only discovered searched like 20% of the actual ocean.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with that. Welcome to the False Facts Hour.
Woo! The generalizations.
Don't worry, the people don't come here for professional production and fucking quality statistics.
Yeah. No.
They come here to watch me be an absolute
Yeah.
fucking jerk.
You ever heard that old joke that's like 87% of all statistics are made up?
Sounds good to me.
Right?
Absolutely.
Let me grab another beer. Do you want one?
Yeah. Give me a high life. Brought to you by... No, I'm kidding. Don't.
For the veterans.
I will get a cease and desist.
I don't think you would. I mean, I am a veteran. They'd be like, oh, you're...
No. If I brought to you by Miller High Life,
Oh, yeah.
they'd probably hit me up and they'd be like, well, first off, thanks. And second, why are you drinking that shitty beer?
Yeah. First off, thank you. Second, don't ever do that again.
Oh, dude, if I ever get, like... Obviously, do you follow PBR on Instagram?
Mm-mm.
Their Instagram is fucking awesome. It is hilarious.
Yeah.
And whoever's running it, fucking give that person a raise.
Yeah.
Give them a raise. But if they ever follow me on Instagram, every motherfucker's gonna know about it.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Start wearing the t-shirts,
Oh,
hats.
I'll wear it. Fuck. I mean, that's like this brand, the t-shirts that I wear, and well, the t-shirts I wear every day is Ghosts in Darkness.
Oh, okay.
And I asked him, like, before I started the podcast, I hit him up, like, probably a month before I started it. I was just like, hey, man, plan on doing a podcast. Are you cool with me wearing your stuff?
Yeah.
Because Ghosts in Darkness, he's a smaller guy kind of thing. And to the best of my knowledge, I think it's one dude packing orders.
Oh, okay.
You know? So
Yeah.
like, if you order a shirt, he's the one putting it in the bag.
That's awesome.
I messaged him and I was like, hey, are you cool with me wearing your stuff? And he's like, excuse me, he did not burp. He's like, yeah, man, just so you know, though, this is what I'm for and this is what I'm against. As long as we're on the same page, we're good. You can wear my stuff.
That's
That's
cool.
why if people follow me on Instagram or whatever, they'll always see that whenever I post something, I'm always tagging him. One, because I love the shit that he's got. I mean, fucking
Right.
golden hour.
Yeah, I
Look
like
at
the back of that one.
Yeah, the back of this bitch.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me get this. There we go.
I feel like I've seen that one before.
It's possible. I mean,
Yeah.
he'll pop up on Instagram for people.
Yeah.
But it's just he's got great designs and stuff like that. And I'm fairly sure he worked in the tattoo industry.
Oh, cool.
On
Okay.
some level. I don't know if he was a tattooer. I don't know. And he's a veteran.
Oh, nice.
So it's literally checking all the boxes that I
Yeah,
like.
absolutely.
So, and like the brand it's tattoos, it's fucking,
Motorcycles.
yes, there
Yeah.
are motorcycles in it. I don't really know the term counterculture, but it's not mainstream by any means.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know? Like I've got a shirt from him and it's literally a PBR can with a demon hand popping it open and it says Prisoner of Pabst.
That's really cool, actually.
I saw it immediately and I ordered it. I was
Yeah.
like, I have to have this.
Oh, yeah.
I have to have this.
I like that.
Yeah.
I got one shirt off of Instagram. It says minor misfortune. Shout out to minor misfortune.
Yeah.
Stay optimistic. But the back of it is like a coffin it's like kind of cracked open, and the skeleton's like throwing his thumbs up out of it.
Hell yeah.
So, and I got it right before COVID.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like wearing that all around during COVID, it was so fucking funny. Like
Oh,
the back
dude.
of it is huge. It says minor misfortune, stay optimistic.
Yeah.
And it's got this little
I think I've seen
coffin
them
or
pop
whatever.
up on my sponsor stuff.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what,
It's-
Instagram's algorithm, it's fucking on point. Sir.
On point.
Sir.
And they're a great company too. Like the
Who's
first one, minor misfortune.
Okay.
The first one they sent me had a hole in the armpit. I messaged them. They were like, "Keep that one. We'll send you a brand new one in 2 days."
Hole in an armpit, that's just a workout shirt. Cut the
Absolutely.
sleeves off.
Yeah.
Done.
I mean, they need to breathe anyway.
Eh.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's like, with shirts, it was just, I would just buy whatever. I didn't give a fuck. I had band t-shirts, shit like that, and I just didn't care. But now, dude, the whole pandemic thing really opened my eyes to like, hey, support fucking small businesses. I used to do shorts. I need to get back onto them. They're usually like 15 minutes, give or take. And I would just fucking get in front of I'll get in front of that webcam that I've got right there and just fucking rant about shit.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get back to doing it. But like at one point I remember it was Thanksgiving, I think. And I was like, guys, you've got to support small businesses.
Yeah.
Because one, we're in a pandemic, and two, a lot of people, I don't think, realize how slim of a profit margin that a lot of places operate on.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you buy a t-shirt for, remember when you could buy a t-shirt for $20?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're like 35 plus shipping.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
But it's like, cool, you buy a $20 shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, that person's making, I'm going to say probably about $8 a shirt.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a great profit margin. Unless you're moving volume, it's not a great profit margin.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it's
Chuck.
not. He's okay.
Oh, I know he is. I mean, like I said, that's the only reason people tune in to watch this is because of the dogs.
I
See what
definitely
they're
dig
doing. But
yeah, my buddy Greg was doing a clothing company like out of his spare bedroom, basically. It's called Hustlin' Co.
Hustle and Co. I think I've seen their stuff.
Yeah, he's been doing that for a while.
Okay.
He, took a little bit of a break to get some creative design going on and stuff like that. But yeah, man, he's been doing that, and he'll tell me that.
Is he local?
In Jacksonville.
Fuck, I'll get him fucking on here.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
I'll buy one of his shirts and
dude,
get him on here.
They're great shirts. I think you've probably seen it. It's my one that says Mondays don't suck.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's him and his designs and all that. Been my best friend since like freshman year. So of course, anything that he makes, I'm gonna just eat it up and rep it all the time.
So I mean, that's my biggest thing is that when I started this podcast, one, I love talking shit. It's my favorite activity. And two, I want to meet people like your friend who's got a small clothing brand, a small business, what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
A up and coming comedian, your friends. I want to meet. I don't care about the people that have already made it. Like, yes, I would love to sit down with them and things like that, just because I could be like, ooh, I got to sit down with them. But I don't. They've made it.
Yeah, exactly.
So now it's up to...
Your story's already told.
Exactly. People know you.
Yep.
Now it's up to the rest of us rats to fucking finish the race. And me personally, I want to give every opportunity to somebody that I know, whether I'm friends or not. If I just, like, you and I, this is the first time we've ever hung out.
Yeah.
Like, I met you for 15 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to give everybody the best chance they can have at success.
Oh, yeah.
And if I bring you to my house and I'm like, hey, come on, sit down on the couch, we'll talk about whatever you're doing kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It costs me nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
I have...
Maybe, like an hour of your time?
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's Friday night. I could either be downtown spending money, or I can be sitting here talking to you or somebody else and learning about something that I might not know about.
Yeah.
Because my biggest thing, I'm not scared to talk to people that think differently than me.
Yeah, yeah. So many people are, especially now in Wilmington, man. Well, and it's crazy.
I just think that's the times, though. Because realize, I mean, we're going through a bit of a social revolution right now.
Yeah.
Like I always use the term changing of the guard because it's just your old guard, they're starting to get old and gray and everything, and they're going to step down, and then the newcomers are going to come. I think the people that are taking the places of the old guard are finally getting to the point of just being like, this is enough. We do not, this is not a if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, we don't condone the ways of the old school anymore.
Yeah.
Like, and there's so much stuff that we're just not going to let slide anymore.
No, and I mean, my biggest thing is accountability and responsibility.
Yep.
Like, just be accountable and just, if you fuck up, like if you and I were working together, and let's say we were framing a house, and you fucking cut a board too short, just fucking tell me.
Yeah.
Just tell me that you fucked up. I don't care. I'm not going to be mad.
Yeah.
But if you try to hide it and then I find it, then I'm going to be a little upset.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Because it's like, you don't have enough respect for my intelligence. You thought that I wasn't going to know this was wrong.
Exactly.
No, get out of here.
And I mean, it's just like, I understand that we're going through times. I mean, fuck, what? The Earth has only been around for, 2020 years? It was so hard to get through that without
I
laughing.
bet.
But I mean, there are some people that believe this shit.
I
There's
know.
still people that believe the Earth is flat.
That I will never fucking understand that ever.
Well, because you're halfway intelligent.
Oh yeah, at least half.
Half.
At least half. That's just, oh my goodness. And the fact that it's not so much they believe it. That's fine that you believe it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a cult. They're trying to bring more people around to that way of thinking that is so clearly wrong. It just baffles me. I wish I had that much confidence.
But wrong is a matter of perspective.
That is true.
You know?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say that they lack the ability to know that they're wrong kind of thing. But imagine if you grew up all your life, your parents told you the sky was green and you saw the sky was green because your brain does weird shit.
Yeah.
And then I came to you and I was like, hey, the sky's blue. And you're like, no, the fuck it ain't. It's green.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It just snowballs for
that's true.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I can understand it, and I'm sure there are flat earthers that are probably some of the nicest fucking people you've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, buddy, the Earth's not flat, and we have science to prove it. And then, of course, you can counter any argument at all. It's like, oh, the scientists were paid to say that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. They were paid because they figured it out.
Son.
That's why they got paid.
Exactly.
They didn't get paid because they said something.
Yeah.
They proved
This
it.
is not the Dark Ages. It's not like the sun revolves around the Earth. Bitches on my dick. Exactly. And now it's like the scientist comes out and he's like, this bottle cap, we put these ridges on here so that it stays and it seals it for freshness. And there's going to be some asshole who's like, what's wrong with a fucking twist cap, bro?
Come on, bro. We don't all have bottle openers. You want me to go spend more money on bottle openers?
You don't need one. Do you smoke? You got a lighter. Pop it open.
You got a sharp edge somewhere?
Yeah, you got a countertop? Whack. Done.
Oh my God, I did that once on my buddy's countertop, and I broke a big chunk out of the fucking counter.
Was it marble?
It was marble.
First off, your buddy doesn't need to be mad at you. He needs to thank you. Second, the next phone call the next day needs to be the company who installed that countertop and be like, what kind of powdered drywall bullshit?
Yeah, what is this bullshit?
Exactly.
Oh my God, it was so funny. It just like fell away, and I was just like, my bad.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I laughed so hard from a good healthy place.
Beer?
What? It did.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Woo!
It
That's
popped,
the important
and then
bit.
oh man, that was the funniest shit.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Yeah, no, go for it. It's not gonna break."
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it's like the dudes that open beer with their teeth.
That's insane.
First off, no.
No.
Second, I had a lot of dental work done last year.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not.
Bro, I need so much dental work done, and I'm so afraid that I'm gonna go in there and he's gonna be like, "You need all new teeth."
No, it's not that bad, man.
Yeah.
I promise you. Tremin over by the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Go to them.
Okay.
I am terrified of the dentist.
Yeah.
I'll admit it. I'm the biggest bitch when it comes to the dentist.
Yeah.
I went in there. First off, the assistant who was helping me, I'm not going to use names, but the assistant that was helping me was talking shit with me.
Nice.
Immediately felt comfortable.
Yeah.
The doctor who came in the door, the dentist talking shit with me. Immediately felt comfortable. It was the most comfortable I've ever been in a professional setting.
That's
in
awesome.
a healthcare setting.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude, check out Tremin.
Okay.
Shout out to them.
I'll check that out.
Yeah, I had a fuckload of work done on my
For
teeth.
sure. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. They're gonna be like $30,000. You need all new teeth. But
Well, I mean, unless you need fucking... That's like 5 implants.
right. The last thing that I got done that was like big dental work right before I got out of the army, I had them pull my wisdom teeth out. They didn't even fucking hurt, but I wanted them to get it out because apparently it's like thousands of dollars to have a civilian doctor do
Oh,
it.
absolutely.
And I was like, no, I'm not paying for this at all.
Well, so does the VA not do dental?
I think that some places do.
Okay.
I think that they have dental as far as like they can use like a third party dentist and just write it off as a VA expense. But I think that it's one of those things that you have to go and like actually sign up for, and maybe it's like an extra thing.
Well, that, and they do the whole fucking, did it happen in service? Is it our fault? If it's not, that's on you. Sorry, sucker. Brush your teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
If
it's not service connected, then
yeah. Well, that's like everybody can hate the Cheeto as much as they want, but he was I'm not gonna say he was the one because I don't know a whole lot about it, but I do remember that whenever he was top Cheeto, I remember the story coming out of like, hey, these VA waiting lines are way too fucking long.
Yeah.
If a veteran goes to the emergency room for a life-threatening issue, they can, the VA is responsible for that.
Yeah.
Because my biggest thing is like, first off, thanks for your service.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Second,
that's the weirdest thing too.
it is strange.
We'll jump into that after.
Yeah, we'll get there. Second, you went over, you joined the military because you probably wanted to serve a higher purpose, right?
No.
Okay. Whatever.
No.
It doesn't matter.
I had $5,600 in credit card debt at the age of 19.
And so the recruiter was like, hey, buddy.
He was like, yo, not only will we pay that, we're also going to give you $30,000 as a sign-on bonus.
How do you like Camaros?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I don't even need none of that. I went and bought myself an Integra, and then 3 months later, I destroyed it. But
It's not right for most Integra owners.
Oh, yeah.
But I've got a great story about an Integra. But anyway, it's like you served your country. It doesn't matter if you were the dude fucking sweeping the floors or the dude kicking in doors.
Yep.
It does not matter. You served in the military.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is there such a disconnect between in service and you're out the door, hey, fuck you.
Yep.
And they shut the door behind you and you're like, where's
Wait.
the doorknob?
Can I just come back in for a little while?
Yeah, can I come back in and like get some of these health issues that happened whenever I was in the military fixed by y'all because you're the ones who put me in that situation?
Yeah, y'all the ones that did this?
No.
Okay.
I can't. Okay.
That sounds like the military. I'll just go fuck myself.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I'm not a veteran. I'm
Right.
not. I've never once claimed to be. For some reason, I get mistaken for them at airports. Every single
It's the
airport
beard, for
I've
sure.
ever been.
Yep.
Dude,
Yeah, but still, you know.
I have fucking 1.5 holes in my ears. It's just, I don't know what it is. And, like, the funniest one I had, I was flying from Raleigh to Colorado.
Uh-huh.
I was checking in, like, checking my bags and everything, and this dude comes up to me, he's in his high-vis vest, he's got his stupid little name badge on, and he walks up to me, he goes, hey, bud. Looks over his shoulders, and he goes, you ex-military? And I'm like, no. Why?
Yeah.
He goes, well, I mean, you just kind of carry yourself like one, and I'm like, no, I fucking have no tolerance for fucking idiots, bro.
Yep.
I was like, do you need anything else? He was like, well, I was gonna like help you out with your bags and everything. I was like,
But now fuck you.
it's a duffel bag, bro.
Yeah.
I got this. And
Oh
I put it
my
on the
God.
conveyor.
Dude, that's so funny.
It was hilarious, but like, no, the absolute disservice that we do to our veterans is fucking criminal.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I could complain about. Lately, it's been getting a lot better. Like anytime that I've had to call them or make an appointment, yeah, there's long appointment waits. If I call now, I probably won't get an appointment for like 6-7 weeks. But for like emergencies and things like that, they are really helpful.
Well, I mean, you can make the 2-hour drive to Fayetteville for the 24-hour VA.
Yeah, and that's crazy. I feel like there should be one of those in every major city.
Yeah.
There really should, especially because they know where most veterans live.
Yeah.
You know that there's like demographics and charts.
If you, for one, think that the U.S. government knows where all the veterans are, first off, you're a fool.
Yeah.
The government can't do shit right.
They don't know fucking thing.
But you know there's somebody that's getting paid right now that's sitting there like Chris O'Meara, what's he doing? Oh, okay. All right, he's good. And then he moves on to the next file.
There's some probably some clown at Facebook that's like, hey, by the way, we're gonna sell you all this information. Just so you can use it to benefit your people. I don't even know.
It's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. And it's like one of my favorite things, like speaking of Facebook and like selling data and shit like that, it's like the whole vaccine thing. Like, I'm vaccinated. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, I don't want the government knowing what I'm doing. Do you have a driver's license?
Uh-huh.
Oh, do you? Do you have a cell phone?
Yep.
Oh, you got one of the... Do you live somewhere with a permanent address?
Yeah. Are
You
you
do?
on? Are you on City Water?
Are you on any kind of social media?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah?
They know everything.
They know literally everything they
All of
need
it.
to know.
Everything.
They probably know exactly what you're doing right fucking now.
Yep.
It's just like this whole conspiracy theorist shit is the problem with them is that some of them have teeth. Some of them have teeth, and I've bit a couple of them, and I'm like, fuck, this could actually make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the government keeping a secret. Come on,
Yeah.
bro, really?
Yeah.
No.
No. My dad used to tell me, when he was like ending his career in the military, he used to tell me that a big part of his job was like cybersecurity stuff.
No shit.
And he would tell me that they taught him so many things about how to like get around firewalls. And basically the way that he put it, he said, I could sign in to my laptop at home under my email address. I could write out an email and make it look like it came from your email address.
Oh, 100%.
From your IP address to whoever I want from my own home. And he goes, that is what people are capable of nowadays. And that is the threat of the internet and like phishing and all that shit.
Welcome to the age of information.
Uh-huh. It's dark.
So, I mean, like, that's the thing. Everybody's all like, oh, for some reason, I keep hearing the fucking, I don't know what World War III is going to be fought with, but I know World War IV is going to be fought with sticks and stones. Okay, no, it's not. First off, there's probably, in our lifetime, probably not going to be another World War.
Yeah.
Probably not, because what's going to happen is that the major countries that have the ability to do so are going to attack each other's infrastructures.
Yeah.
They're going to attack their financial systems, their power grids. That might be why Texas got fucked.
Yep.
They're going to attack, they're going to attack like just their water systems, food supply chains, things like that. They're going to do that.
Yeah. Take the small pieces out and then the whole thing
Exactly. You take
over.
the foundation out, well, the whole house falls down.
Yep.
Tinfoil hat on. The World War III is probably happening right now, as we speak, because there are countries, there are actors, whatever the fuck you want to call them. There are entities that want to see everybody fail.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, I mean, it's not like a country versus country thing. I'm sure for a fact there's probably somebody in my life that wants to see me fail completely. Probably got somebody in your life that wants to see you fail completely. And I mean, just everybody probably has that one person. Which, first off, that one person needs to go get a hobby.
Yeah.
If you're worried about other people that much, just go outside.
Yeah.
Pick up disc golf or something. I don't know. But
get a dog.
Yeah, get a dog. Get a cat. Get a fucking gerbil. I don't care.
Whatever.
But it's like World War III is probably happening right now as we speak.
Yeah.
It's not.
I wouldn't find that too far from the truth. I wouldn't find that like super hard to believe, to be honest with you.
I mean, there's a reason why cybersecurity jobs exist. It's probably not just
high-paying jobs.
It's probably not just some fucking punk-ass teenager over in Thailand, Taiwan, Tibet, whatever, whatever developing country you want to talk about or developed country you want to talk about. It's not just them being like, oh, let me see if I can get into the Pentagon.
Yeah, no,
I'm in.
no, they're getting into things like Duke Energy or Cape Fear Public Utilities.
There's probably a kid right now. I'm gonna say Indiana.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why. Indiana just popped into my head. There's probably a kid in Indiana right now probably trying to hack into a system that he doesn't belong in.
Oh, I'm sure. There's got to be at least one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we have, what is it, 6 or 7 billion people in this world?
I think we're like 7.5 billion.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You know? But it's like, World War III is probably happening right now. World War IV is probably going to be when the nukes drop.
Yeah.
And then World War V is the cockroaches are going to be fighting over shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be cockroaches and Honda Civics left.
Cockroaches and Honda Civics.
That's it.
Oh, Honda Civics.
Bro,
I
you
love them
can't
so
kill 'em.
much.
You cannot kill them.
Yes, you can.
I mean, technically,
A
but
200 shot of nitrous will kill him dead. I promise you. But a Geo Metro 3-cylinder motor will take 5 150 shots.
oh Jesus.
100%. I have no idea what the fuck they did.
Yeah.
But I remember in high school, somebody hooked up a fucking 150 shot of nitrous to their Geo Metro. Not the correct way either.
Of course.
Just like right through the intake. And fucking 5 shots. And
Wow.
it fucking took it. And on that 5th shot, fucking bitch started coming apart.
Oh my
I was
God.
like, damn, son.
I had a 94 Saturn that I couldn't even drive at an excessive speed.
Why?
Because then it blew the head gasket out of it. That thing, I mean, that thing was a piece of shit.
Okay.
But it was an $800 car.
Yeah.
So why
Dude,
not?
some of those $1,000 beaters are the best cars you'll ever own.
Yep.
You buy it for $1,000 and you're just like, I'm never going to change the oil in this car.
Why? No one else has. Dude, my favorite car I bought for $2,000.
Yeah.
It was a VW Passat wagon. And like the transmission was going out on it. It had like a little bit of paint was messed up, but it had nice wheels and tires on it.
There you go.
It had all the space that I could put my dog, her crate, my cat, all of his accoutrement
Yeah.
or whatever, all
That's
of
right,
his
'cause cats
accessories.
have accoutrement.
They have to. You got to get the litter box. You got to get the bed. You got to get the toys. All that bullshit.
Yeah.
But I could fit all of them in, and I could lay down in the back too and have fucking room. Like it was awesome.
Passats are some roomy motherfuckers, apparently.
I'm telling you, dude. Those things were fantastic.
I will say, on my side of things, being a mechanic, changing a Passat oil filter, fuck that Volkswagen engineer. I'm gonna find him and I'm gonna kill him dead.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna find him and I'm gonna kill him dead.
Yeah, I ended up needing like a whole new transmission, and they said it would be like about $1,000
Yeah, that sounds
to,
about
to
right.
get it in and put it in.
Right.
But it got to the point where I couldn't go. Let's say if I had to go from here to the stoplight up there,
Yeah.
if I did not come to a complete stop and I rolled through the light,
Yeah.
it would not go back over second gear, and it was an automatic.
It's
So
sucking first.
it would stay stuck.
Fucking rolling at 5,000.
Yep.
Rolling at 5,000.
Yeah. So then I would have to pull over,
Yep.
stop the car,
Yep.
turn it off, turn it back on, hope that it worked, because like I knew that it wouldn't work because like the whole dash would light up like a Christmas tree, and it would be everything. Like
No shit.
it would be like, am I in park or reverse or neutral or drive or low? Like where am I? And I had no idea. I couldn't tell.
So
Other than using my
realistically,
eyeballs.
the first time that would have happened, the first time that it happened to you, you probably could have fixed that for about $300.
Mm-hmm.
Powertrain control module.
Uh-huh.
It's a very, very common thing.
Oh,
with the
that might have been the
Volkswagens.
whole fucking problem.
It's a very common problem with Volkswagen. The Passats and the Jettas, for some reason, it's within a certain year range.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah, it was an 07.
yeah, their powertrain control module or their transmission control module, kind of the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
One of them would go bad, and like to buy both of them was like $350, and you were done.
Yeah.
And it generally would fix. I've only done it 2 times, but those 2 times, batting 100.
Oh wow,
It
that's
fixed
awesome.
it immediately.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was done. I mean, you had
See,
to
that's probably
you had
why
to
I
go
should
get it.
fucking
You
do
had to go get it flashed to the car that it was in, kind of thing. But no, it was for like $350. It'll fix the transmission.
Damn. See, that's what I should have done. Instead, I took it to CarMax and they gave me $200 for it. But I put that towards my car that I have now.
Yeah.
So
I mean, hey,
nice. It worked out.
whatever.
It worked out.
How long did you have the Volkswagen for though?
Like a year and a half.
And you paid how much for it?
Just $2,000.
Yeah. I think you got your money out of that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Dude, I love that. That thing got me when Florence hit.
Mm-hmm.
I loaded up all my stuff in that fucking wagon, and I still had room to spare,
Really?
and took it up to DC where my parents live, and waited out Florence in that thing, and then came back, and it got me back just fine.
There you go.
Yeah, dude, I love that car.
Dude, I mean, that's the thing. Like, people do not understand. You spend about $1,000, $2,000, you're gonna get a decent, okay car.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have problems, things like that. I'm grabbing another beer. You need one?
No, I'm good. I'm probably gonna roll out here in like 20 minutes. I gotta go get my girlfriend from work. But
20 minutes.
yeah,
How fucking long have we been going?
I think like 30.
We've been going for 49 minutes.
Ah,
Anyway, no big
that's
deal.
fantastic.
Exactly.
That's longer
But-
than I've ever gone.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
I love that you just signed on like, yeah. Oh, wait. Hold
Wait
on.
a minute.
What are you talking about?
Nah, no worries.
Oh, man. It was, dude, the other day we were at work. I was in the kitchen and my buddy goes, what do you think came first, the chicken or the egg? And I was just like stoned and being nerdy, and I was just like, well, dinosaurs have been laying eggs for millions of years before chickens.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, well, what do you think came before that? And I was like, oh, me.
Yeah.
It's always me. I always come first. Every time.
So whenever people are like, dude, what came first, the chicken or the egg? The scientific answer in my head is an animal that was not a chicken that laid an egg and eventually evolved into
It was close.
a chicken.
Yeah.
It's fucking evolution.
It was a velociraptor.
Mm-hmm.
How funny would it be if we actually had like definitive proof that velociraptors became chickens?
Well,
or blue jays.
were way small.
Or they weren't as big as everyone makes them out to be.
In Jurassic Park, I'm not gonna say they got it wrong, but like according to most sciences that I've seen and read and things like that, velociraptors were like 2.5, 3 feet tall on the large end.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking kick them in the chest.
Yeah, these things are 6-7 feet in the fucking movie.
Fucker staring Chris Pratt in the eyeballs.
Yeah, right?
Fuck you.
No way.
Anyway, we've gone completely sideways on this shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Stand-up comedy in Wilmington.
Yes, it is already a big deal. COVID fucked everything up.
COVID fucked up everything.
It really
fucked up
did.
the world.
But what I love about the stand-up community here in this town is that we all just got tired of sitting around and not having a place to go. So we just started making our own shows. And a lot of people do their own podcasts. Ellie Coleman, huge props to Ellie Coleman. She's gone to so many places around town and gotten them to agree to sponsor shows and host shows in their locations. Like she went to Coglin's. I think they were doing the Brewer's Kettle for the longest time. Like so many places that you would not expect to have comedy. Like she's killed it. She's absolutely busted her ass and gone to so many places.
Props to her.
Yeah.
I had problems with the Brewer's Kettle. I'll tell you about that offline.
Right.
But
yeah,
Ellie
like,
Coleman, she's the one Front Street Market and Produce.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, like
props to her.
I was awesome. Dude, she kills it, man, and she's absolutely hilarious. Like,
yeah, she is.
I love the shit out of Ellie. I was doing shows at Waterman's Brewing for a while, just because they had the venue. They were trying to fill it, so we were doing that for a while.
Strange setup for a place, though.
It was weird. We wanted to do it
kind of like stick you in the corner, wouldn't they?
Yeah, well, we wanted to do it out on the patio because they were rebuilding the patio, but then we realized we all like to say fuck a lot, so.
And there happen to be houses and people
and children, of course.
Yeah, and children. Children are going to learn one way or another.
Exactly.
You're going to learn today.
You got to toughen them kids up. Don't bring them to dinner if there's a comedy going on.
Exactly.
Hunter Sutton fucking killing it every time. Brad Allred's got shows going on at Burnt Mill Creek now.
That's Dry Cough, right?
I think it's Blunt Table.
Blunt Table.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Who was that? The dude that I met? He was in the corner at Poorhouse.
Big hair.
I don't know. He was wearing a hat.
Oh, I don't think that was him.
Who was the guy that I met the night that I asked you to come on the podcast then? I swear I thought he said Dry Cough Podcast. That might have been somebody else.
Yeah, it might have been somebody else. I'm not sure.
But it was the guy that I met. Is that the guy? Allred is what you're?
That might be him. He's like the bigger guy, tatted up.
Nope.
Big kind of Jewy fro.
This guy was a smaller fella.
Hello, handsome.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's his favorite spot in the house right there.
I keep taking his corners, apparently.
It's all right. It's no worries.
Okay.
He'll make you move.
Me. I know. You guys love me.
But
I'm the dog whisperer.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of Wilmington comedy just because I'm a slack motherfucker. I just never went to Dead Crow except for that one time, like I told you. But I've heard, like, there's good fucking talent.
There's so much good talent in this town.
There's good talent. And, like, why the fuck do we only have one comedy club?
Well, that was the only...
Oh, I lied.
Just
I've been
strictly
to two
comedy
open
club.
mics. I went to Burnt Mill
Right.
for an open mic.
Yeah.
I'm going to admit it. I was an asshole. I heckled the fucking guy.
Well...
Because he sucked.
Sometimes they suck.
He sucked.
Sometimes the heckle is funnier, but...
I heckled him. I felt like a piece of shit afterwards. Like, months afterwards after
Of
I
course.
realized that, like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
being a dickhead.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was like me, a buddy of mine that brought me to Burnt Mill, and like 2 other people.
Oh, wow.
And he's on the stage talking jokes, and I'm just like,
You're not funny.
heckle,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, no.
But I mean, oh, excuse me. It is what it is, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I respect people that are trying to hone their craft.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't care if you suck.
Yeah.
That's the first step of being good at something.
Yeah, exactly. You
have to suck.
have to suck at least once or twice.
Ooh,
I
my
can't tell you
God.
how many shows, out of maybe the 100 shows that I have done,
Pretty
probably
impressive number.
probably 50 of them have been just garbage. Like,
Well, I mean, that's
But
what
yeah,
they're saying
man,
is that it's what 10 years and you're a veteran in comedy.
yeah,
Dude, 10 years is a long fucking time.
that's a long time to do anything.
That's a long time to do any fucking thing.
Yeah,
And like, mind you, I understand where they're coming from. Is you got to pay your dues.
Yep.
You got to work on your shit. You just got to get that life experience and things like that. But at the same time, like, fucking 10 years, bro.
yeah,
That's a long fucking time.
yeah, exactly.
That's 2 years shy of a full American education system.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. And there's like so many little like nuances and subtleties
Yeah.
that just you can't get unless you just get up and go tell jokes. But
So, I'm going to put you on the spot here.
okay.
3 things. What are the 3 things that stand-up comedians have to have?
Original material,
Okay.
a fucking backbone,
Mm-hmm.
and a strong stomach for criticism.
Okay.
You have to,
Yeah.
because you have to be able to articulate original thoughts. You
Yeah.
can't just go up there and give someone else's jokes.
Oh, you mean Carlos Mencia?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. You have to have a backbone to really stand up for what you believe in and say what you believe and believe what you're saying.
Yeah.
And then you have to be able to listen to people that don't like what you have to say.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, you can get on stage and say something and not mean any of it,
Mm-hmm.
and it just be garbage.
Mhm.
But that's gonna be apparent.
Yeah.
It's like when you hang out with people afterward,
Mhm.
or people see you in your day-to-day life, they're gonna be like, oh, it's literally just a character, which
Yeah.
is fine if everything that you do on stage is just like a character that you have created.
Mhm.
That's 100% fine, and a lot of people do that. But you have to be able to be like, oh, these people don't like me. Well, okay, great. Here's so many other people that do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be telling jokes if I get 0 laughs. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just because like the things that I say, I believe in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I don't really care.
I mean, it's like that silly little cartoon that's floated around the internet forever. Stand for what you believe in, even if your voice shakes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, for me, whenever I would see like I said, I've only been to like 2 or 3 open mics,
Mm-hmm.
but the ones who had, I'm not gonna say confidence, but they believed in themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like those are the ones that I was like, damn, this dude's funny. This chick's funny.
Yep.
Kind of thing like that. Or whatever. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And like I got the chance one time, it was pre-pandemic.
Uh-huh.
The guy who used to host Sex Toy Bingo.
Okay.
He was the bigger fella. He moved to Raleigh, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
He was a comedian. But I remember I sat down, like, I got a chance to hang out with him at Poorhouse and talk to him about it. And I was just like, dude, what's up with, like, Wilmington comedy? He's like, dude, we've got great comedians.
Yeah.
The problem is we have one club.
Yeah.
We have one club, and open mics, you do one a week,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
At most, what is it? What's open mic at Dead Crow? 3 minutes?
Yeah, it depends.
3,
Usually
5?
usually you get like 3 if it's your first time. If
Yeah.
you come through and proving yourself, they give you like 5, 6.
Yeah, so 5,
Yeah.
6 minutes.
It's very much a performance-based system, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like you hear it from a lot of different comedians that are like bigger and made the name. Comedy is a meritocracy. You earn your fucking place.
Absolutely.
You don't get shit handed to you.
No.
I don't give a fuck if you're some famous actor, you're a famous fucking musician, you're a fucking YouTuber. Have you seen some of the YouTuber stand-ups?
Mm-mm.
Or the Vines, or like the
Oh,
Vine
yeah,
star
yeah,
stand-ups? Whoo, it's bad.
Yeah, some of them are just awful.
Whoo, it's bad.
Yeah, I saw Trevor Wallace's stand up at the
Wallace.
Comedy Cellar. He does a lot of videos on Instagram and Facebook.
Oh, he's
and
the
stuff.
one who's he's got the real sharp nose.
Yep.
And he's all like, bruh.
Yeah.
What the fuck, bruh?
Yeah. Like all his videos are fucking great.
Because he has time to edit them and fuck with them.
Absolutely. But when he was doing his stand up, there was just something like there was that disconnect between like, oh, I've seen you do these characters and these skits and these sketches, but when you're just up there telling jokes arbitrarily, it's just not as, it doesn't stick as well.
Trevor Wallace, we're not talking shit.
Absolutely
we're
love
not talking shit. This is constructive criticism, sir.
Yeah.
We love you. If you want to come on the podcast, holla at your boy.
Absolutely.
But that's the thing, though. Is like, obviously, me doing the podcast, I can control this.
Yeah, of course.
I control it. I control what I want people to see, what I don't want people to see, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Doing like an open mic for me, I'm gonna do it one night. Like at some point, at one time, I'm going to go do an open mic.
Yeah.
Just so I can be like, I did that.
Absolutely.
You know? But I think a lot of people that got like the Vine popularity, the YouTube popularity, the Twitter, whatever, things like that, I think they don't understand that it's like, hey, you were funny on a video that was edited.
Yeah.
And you sat down and thought about that shit.
Yeah. Had multiple camera angles.
Exactly. And then, like, don't get me wrong, obviously comedians, I mean, so how many open mics have you done? Well, you said you've done over like 100 comedies.
Probably like 100.
So like 100.
Yeah. In a span of like 2 years.
How much of that have you used to hone just like, let's say, one bit?
Oh,
one joke?
every single time that I go up on stage.
Yeah.
I try to record it so that I can be like, okay, this needs a little longer pause in between the setup and the punchline, or I need to be faster when I do this. I try to use every instance that I'm on stage, I try to use as a learning ability, and I think that we all do, unless you're just having like a throwaway night.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this is going to be garbage. I don't really care.
Fuck it. I'm hammered. I'm 6 shots deep and about 8 beers in. Let's fucking do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fucking full send, my friends.
Yeah. And that's why I'm really thrilled to be doing the Poorhouse shows, the sex toy bingo. But they're like, yeah, we'll hook you up with your bar tab. And like, that's fucking fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because coffee shots are like the bane of my existence, but I cannot resist them. You know what I mean?
I do missiles.
I
don't like coffee.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of coffee. Like, the coffee shots are delicious.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if I'm going to Poorhouse, first thing I'm ordering is a missile.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If I have 2 of those coffee shots, I am blotto, like, by the end of the night. Like, like today, I didn't do anything except sleep until, like, 4 in the afternoon. Because I had 2 coffee shots and a beer last night.
Dude,
I was done.
Last Saturday, this is going to come out on a Wednesday. But, like, so 2 Saturdays ago, according to when this releases, I slept till noon. I went to bed at 10:30 on a Friday.
Damn.
Woke up at noon on a Saturday.
Oof.
Well, I mean, dude.
I mean, noon's not even that bad, but that's 10 hours of sleep? Holy shit.
Not even. That's fucking 14.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I know that I slept for the whole thing because of this fucking guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know that I could do that unless it was, like, seriously induced.
You say that.
Yeah, it's true.
You know? Like, I didn't mean to sleep that much.
Yeah.
At 10 o'clock, I'm like, oh, I'm starting to get sleepy. And then, like, 10:30, he's like, fuck it, I'm going to bed. And then I woke up at noon the next day.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, fuck. There goes a Friday night.
Dude, I went to bed at, the last time I went to bed at 10:30, I think I was awake at, like, 2:30.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, let's fucking rage.
Fucking
Let's
rage!
do some shit. What
Well, the
time
worst
is it?
part about it is that, like, with
Dark
me,
out.
a lot of my friends are like service industry. They got schedules that are just kind of all over the place kind of thing.
Right, yeah.
Unfortunately, I have a Monday through Friday.
You got the
And
Niners.
it sucks.
Yeah.
So it's like 7 to 5, Monday through Friday. And it's like, man, I want to hang out with you on a Tuesday at 4 o'clock in the morning, but I have to be at work in 3 fucking hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like forced responsibility.
One
That's probably one thing that I've always loved about working in kitchens and stuff.
Everybody expects you to come in fucked up.
Absolutely. They know if I come in stone sober, I'm not going to be good at my job.
No, absolutely
I'm not. Because I've never been in this predicament sober before.
find me a chef
Yeah.
that does good food, stone cold sober.
I can't.
We can't.
I
I'm
cannot.
sure they're out there.
They got to be out there
They
somewhere.
have
I bet Gordon Ramsay is.
You don't think he has a couple
little
gin and
straight edge.
tonics? I don't know if he's straight edge. Come on, man. He drinks wine.
Yeah, but he's got like 4 kids.
Doesn't matter.
That's true.
Straight edge is pretty fucking restrictive.
That's true. You can't be into food and be straight edge. Unless it's like...
I'm not going to agree with that, but I know where you're going with it.
I feel like you can't. I feel like you have to get a little dirty to really enjoy food and make your food better.
It depends, man.
I don't
You
know.
got to be
At
willing
least
to
that's
take
my
risks.
excuse. Oh, for sure.
You got to be willing to take risks. Like, I just made a fish encrusted with fucking brown sugar, red wine,
And
some
Skittles.
fucking and some Skittles.
Yeah.
And it's like, what kind of fish is it? It's tilapia.
Oh,
Fuck it, give me a bite.
I don't care. I gotta try it.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like RX, my
Oh,
buddy
uh-huh.
Curtis, who was on the last podcast. He's worked at RX for quite a while,
Mhm.
and like I know him and Brad and Crispy Mike. Crispy Mike, he's the head chef down at South Beach. I think it's South Beach.
Okay.
I don't know, but all three of them, they come up with some wild ass shit,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, fuck it, give it to me.
Yeah.
I don't care.
That would be the best.
I'm not a chef by any means. My
Mhm.
little brother, he's worked in Michelin star restaurants. He's a pretty
Nice.
big fucking deal.
Mm-hmm.
But no, if a chef comes to you and he's like, "Hey man, I made this. Do you want to try it?"
Mm-hmm.
First off, if you say no, get the fuck up out my trap house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Second, if you try it, the question you need to ask after you try it is, do you want honesty or do you just want me to tell you it's good?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's
Like-
a big difference maker.
Yeah, be like, I'm not a big red meat eater, but every time Curtis and I hang out,
Yeah.
we cook steaks
Yeah.
because they're fucking delicious, and it's literally salt, pepper, and olive oil.
Yeah.
That's
little
all
bit
you
of garlic
need.
salt. It's good to go.
I mean, you can use garlic salt, but
Yeah.
if you butter baste in a pan,
mm-hmm.
you done. Garlic, rosemary, and
Yep.
fucking you're done, and
Yep.
butter, and you butter baste in a pan. Let it hang out for a second, let it
So
cool down a
good.
touch,
Yep.
and then you eat it. It's the best fucking thing you ever need.
So good.
These fucking 30-minute marinades. Oh, I dry brine my shit for fucking 4 days before I cook it. Okay, cool.
Great.
I'm gonna go buy a shitty steak from a Publix fucking
gonna go-
butcher
Yeah.
and be like, hey, this shit's gonna be better than your 30-day dry aged bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's food is one of my favorite passions. If I wasn't a mechanic, I probably would have tried to be a chef.
Yeah.
But I just figured that, like, one, I'm not good with people.
Mm-hmm.
Not good with people. Which is hilarious considering what I do. Two, I'm not super smart,
Right.
but I'm real good with shit that I can hit with a hammer.
There you go. I mean, you just got to know where to hit the shit for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Oh, man. Excuse me, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of these real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Shit.
man.
When's your heart out? Because it's 9:01 now.
I'm going to go ahead and we'll go ahead and probably wrap this up.
Well, fuck it. We'll wrap it up. I'm going to
yeah,
let
I
you
gotta-
do the closer.
I got to go meet her. I think she was
Absolutely.
doing like office shit.
It's a heart out. It works great.
Yeah.
So you do the closer, do your thing, tell people
All
where to
right.
find you, tell people what's going on, shit like that, and I'm gonna fucking stand over here.
Listen to me, America. Stop the bullshit. That's all I got to say. You know what bullshit. I don't really know where I was going with that.
You got it.
Got to do it.
Just go.
I've been Chris O'Meara. This is Emmett O'Connell. Two Irish dudes just coming through, talking some shit on a couch.
And just remember, I love you. Don't forget it. Oh, that was fucking
Love it.
hysterical. I fucking love it.